Hello everyone and no one, welcome back to another Rotten's Guns. Today I'm going to be testing, doing some shooting. I got a couple barrels to test, got the 40 Smith & Wesson for my G29. I'm not expecting that to run. And then we got the 40 Smith & Wesson to 9mm conversion from KKM for my, MP. So for starters, we have one with just one round, and where did I put the other mag that has several rounds in it? So I can go and test it. Okay, so for the first one, I was going to clamp it, but fuck it. This is probably dumb, but we're just going to go ahead and... All right, so one round good. Let's try a couple. Freaking Pro Mag 9mm mags, so we'll see how they go. Again, we're not trying for much of anything. So she ran. Sweet. My fitting was good. Again, just the one round of 40 Smith & Wesson. This was just a drop-in barrel. Yep. No problem with that one. We'll run a quick mag. Yep, cool. Both of them run. So now I'm going to go do some sighting into some optics real quick, and then we're going to do some actual drills and whatnot. So I'll be back. All right, so hopefully this registers what I'm mostly seeing. Forgot the tripod today. Well, the big tripod, and it's a bright and warmer day. It's like 65 degrees. So since I picked up the different PSA dagger frames, I threw the one G19 slide on it, see how it does, got it resighted in. And today we're going to be doing a variation of the Bill drill / the Larry Vickers drill. His is, you get a, I think it's a 25 yard NRA bullseye target. It's 10 rounds in under 10 seconds, all in the black. I'm just going to be doing 6 rounds, and to cheat that, all the mags I have only have 6 rounds in them. And I'm going to do it on a shot timer, so we're going to try for 6 rounds in hopefully 6 seconds and all in the black, but I'm probably going to suck. So let's see how she goes. That was all super low, and I don't think I got a single one in the black. Nope, I got like 2. No, I got 4. 4 out of 6. And apparently 4.45, so not bad. Toss that mag out of the way. Yeah, I got a plethora of them. Well, I got 4 mags, 2 Glock mags, 1 P mag, and 1 ETS mag. And they've all been doing good so far. All right, so let's try this again. Holy shit! Hopefully this can be seen. I'm going to stand up here to make sure it's there. So that was 2 of the first one. I think the first one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I threw the 6th somewhere. Still, 5 out of 6 isn't bad. 4.22. This is a decent way to improve your accuracy and speed. Toss that mag over there for now. Go back again. Okay. Oh, I even got a bullseye. I probably should have been marking these. Oh, 3.74. Fastest split was a 110. Holy shit. So, still throwing some off in that whole thing, but again, it's like 10 to 12-ish yards at this whole thing. Birchwood Cassie targets. And we'll do one more and then we'll switch to one of the other, or reload mags and switch to one of the other guns. And then after we get done with that one, we'll put up a new target and do it again. .97. Oh, it's first shot. That it wasn't fastest split. Sorry. So not fastest split. First shot was at 1.10. First shot was at 1.9 or 1.39. I'm probably screwing up by trying to find my optic or find my dot. Got another bullseye. So not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we'll go pick up some mags, reload, and go from there. So far, I'll have to say with this PSA dagger, it's one of the few I'm really not hating the hinge trigger, but I'm probably still going to change it, the trigger shoe. All right. Now, I probably should just be fully loading the mags and then just counting the shots myself. Six. But like I said, I'm kind of doing it a cheater's way of just putting in 6 rounds. This way I don't have to try to think and count. All right, so now we're going to grab my G22 that I picked up this Gideon MOS competition one, and I got the Glock Store Gen 5 40 Smith & Wesson to 9mm conversion. I don't know if any of that showed up on there. So this one's an 8 MOA dot. I have had a few issues with failure to feeds. And I believe I got this about sight in, so we're going to see how this is and give her a try. Again, I think I'm shooting a little too early when trying to find the dot. But again, from what I can see, we got 2 outside, 4 inside, so not bad. Time of 5.51. First shot was a 1.67. I am liking the bigger dot because this one's an M8 MOA. We're actually going to turn that one more brightness level up. All right. Okay, I only loaded that one to 5 on accident, and I put a bunch of those low. Yeah, I put like 3 of them low and 1 in the black. No, it looks like 2 in the black maybe. Probably 1. All right, we're going to try that again. Still shooting low with this one. I think I'm doing the over anticipation again. Oh, I put 4 in the, I think. I mean, I put 1 bullseye. I've got a plethora in here. I still have these ones, so what I probably need to do is just stick to 1 gun and just shoot it. All right. But that one was a first shot of a 1.47, total of 5.30. Looks like a split of 7.3, I think was probably the best. I'm not quite sure on the shot timer. I don't fully understand them. And we got a failure to eject and a failure to feed. Yeah, so that's why I was like, screw it, we'll just throw the last ones on some steel. Yeah, 13.63, 1.3. Split of, I think my best was like 0.63 or something for my last one. Okay. Well, we'll throw these back in the pocket. Yep, I don't think this barrel's fully broken in. It also seems like the ejection pattern's a little more erratic, because it looks like the brass is hitting the optic. But all in all, I mean, not bad. It's not great. Set that down. I don't know why I grabbed a staple gun yet, or already. And while I'm doing this, I can complain about some other stuff, I guess, or talk about it. Most people probably consider it complaining. It's kind of funny seeing other people complain online about content creators with a vast overthink of shooting and not just talking about the gun. Which is kind of funny, because before, other than a quaint few YouTubers who were shooters, you know, most people, whenever they saw a review, it was just the talking about it with very little sparsity in shooting. And now it seems like, come on, quit arguing with the wind. More people are trying to show all of the rounds being shot through it. But it's all to each their own. I'm still recording, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know with the sun being like this, if it beats down on my phone too much, it'll cause it to overheat. But all I can really say is when it comes to content, you just have to find what you like. Like, I know some people complain about, it's loud, Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, but I mean, if you look at what he does, him just like Demo Ranch before he retired, like, they weren't really gun reviewers, they were gun entertainers. Like, yeah, Ben Stoker, I'm willing to take him at his word. Because the dude's like a repeated grandmaster or something or other. Six. I mean, I'm pretty sure if that dude was sick and probably couldn't see that well, he'd probably still outshoot my ass. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, with a bone stock gun that he only just picked up and put a few rounds in to see where it's shooting. Like, I like PewView for a couple of his reviews, because usually him just like Nightwood guns will put 1,000 rounds through it. All right, so I got my G34 build. Got this mechanic optic 4 Canics that I picked up. I can't remember if it's an 8 MOA or a 3 MOA. Alls I know is the I've been so happy the slide's been working since I switched some of the hardware. Oh, snap. Unless I threw one off, that was a 4.73 with a first shot of 1.35 with a split. I think the final split was a 0.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it looks like I got 5 in there really well and then threw one where the hell somewhere. Probably low, because I have a bad habit of trying to over-anticipate recoil. I'll just try that thing that Pewview's wife did. The putting the tongue on the top of your mouth for recoil anticipation. I know you can do that to like stop a sneeze. Ugh. Like, I swear I'm over whatever the heck it is, but I still just have the last of the crud that's trying to get out. And it's been a freaking week. I did not try the thing. So we threw one, that's for dang sure. But otherwise, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5. I think that one was 6. I could be wrong. Either way, I'm not doing too terrible. I am by no means doing good. I do have some IDPA style targets, IDPA USPSA style targets in my one of my wish lists on Amazon that I'm probably going to order in a week or so. So that one was a 1.39 for first shot, 3.93 for all 6 shots. This one I'm shooting a bit higher, but I'm trying not to really fight the recoil and let it return to 0 easier, so I'm doing better. Who'da thunk it, the regular Gen 3 Glock frame with the freaking 34 slide on it from Zafre Precision of all places, since they're, I guess, more hit or miss. And I know I planned on just doing drills with this one, but this last 6 rounds, since I'm feeling happy with myself, we're going to try to see if I can put all 6 timed on steel. I know some people don't like that, but I don't care, and I'm going to have fun and do this the way I want. Ah, I missed one. Blasted. But that did pretty well. So you know what? Let's go do some further testing. And pull. Okay, I have no more mags in there. And we'll grab the Smith & Wesson M&P I got from my dad that I got the conversion barrel I fitted for. And it sucks because I, should have counted that letter. So we'll redo that count real quick. I'll have to say these Pro Mag mags have actually been okay so far. I mean, granted, it's so far. They are super freaking tight and not broke in. Oh man, I forgot to bring the one ETS mag I have for this. And I forgot to do the little skit that I was going to kind of do with this gun, to where when I went to test it, I was going to recite part of the Lord's Prayer and then say, wait a minute, this isn't a 320. But okay. M&P, irons. Oh, okay. All right, for the 40, it does not like to put that last round in, because that was the 40 Smith & Wesson mag. So now we got the Pro Mag. Six rounds into that. And, oh nice, I put in that last round, because I didn't want to do the whole thing, all of them in the black with iron sights. I am okay with iron sights. I am not the greatest with optics, and that's why I was doing this drill, so that way I could go through and see how it was. And now we're going to see if we can do the steel, just because it's fun. I really wish they had like the body shot, or yeah, body silhouette target, but can't get everything. Whoa! Shooting low. Forgot, since they switched to this Apex trigger, it has a really, really short uptake compared to the original hinge trigger. So that was my own stupidity, which is why this is basically a range gun. You know, if I throw the 40 Smith & Wesson barrel in it, might put it as a backup gun for hunting or something. Okay. Oh, let's grab some more targets. Yeah, I'll take these ones down. So we'll talk about the PSA guns, I guess. From what I've seen, mostly online, granted I haven't watched the regular guy training video of it. He wasn't the biggest fan. I know there's a lot of people who aren't the biggest fans. From most of what I've seen, I have no idea why I'm so out of breath. The biggest problem it's been with PSA has been their slide. Their full slides and everything. The recoil spring's been okay. The barrel has been mid at best. And the striker assembly has been questionable to some, because I've heard of the strikers breaking where they wouldn't ignite. Because like on my dagger lower, or not dagger, micro dagger that I have, yeah, I have the slide from it. I gotta take it out because I got that on the dagger lower, but it has a regular Glock barrel in it. I think it has the aftermarket one. No, it has the stock one. Although that slide might go back on the regular 43 lower that I have whenever I decide what actual upper I want to get, because I kind of want to get a G48 upper for it. This wind has been slightly atrocious today. Stab it! Nope. luckily, since I'm shooting at a circle, these don't need to be perfectly square. Still recording, right? Yeah, looks like I am. Yeah. Well, like I should go through and edit these portions out. I'm not going to. Why? Because I'm super lazy and lets me talk about stuff. Yeah, so again, with the PSA, what I've seen from their frames, they're not bad. They're not the greatest, obviously. It's loud. You know, I think I'd be able to actually count and talk at the same time. Looks like that one was 6. That might be 5 again. That's the nice thing about the ETS mags for a training mag, is since they're either like a smoky gray or smoky clear, a clear, or a clearish blue, you can always look at them to see how many you have in there. 6. Huh. I will say it seems like they did pretty good with their ejector. And it seems to be ejecting more if things go seeming weird, because like as you can kind of see here, I went through and sanded this a little bit from the Timberwolf frame it was on. It was having a lot of them come back and hit it. And I guess they fixed that more with the Gen 5 ejector, because they were learning about it with the Gen 4, and with Gen 3, since they weren't really optic ready, it didn't really matter. All right, so here we go. Whew. All right, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I apparently threw one. I need to calm the heck down and throw the mag. I also probably need to stop holding my breath so much. Yep, that one was 5. 3.93. Still threw one a bit low. Now, one thing I will say for the PSA frames I don't really like is the fact they'd used a 1/8 inch roll pin that you actually have to take a hammer to. So whenever I actually go to change the trigger out on this, I got to whack the ever living shit out of these. And this thing was just not wanting to come out last night when I was messing with it on the regular 19 size frame. I will say I can kind of see why people like the full size grip with the 19 slide. Like, for one thing I will say is these guns are pretty freaking comfortable. They have a pretty decent undercut. Still put one a bit low. Again, I'm probably going through and over anticipating again, just ever so slightly. And then and that was a 4.04 with a first shot of 1.31, with I think the last split being 0.60. And again, because for funsies, we are going to go on the steel for one of them. Oh, there's a school bus. So, missed one. 3.80. Yeah, school hasn't let out yet. Oh. You know, we're going to use the G22 conversion just because it hasn't gotten too many rounds through it. Actually, the other thing we're going to do for the funsies of it, because I'm not actually going to worry about this one. We're just going to focus on the dagger frame after doing this one. We are going to take the G29 out. Now, one of the things I will say about the ETS mags, at least for the 43 and the 29 mags, is you can put the finger extensions on them. For this one, I did have to do a little sanding to get the base plate to fit properly. I don't think I would ever try the... I don't think I would ever try the using a mag extension on them. Probably not without like changing out a spring. Jerk. So we're going to do the ETS mag first, and the full size mag, and then the two 10 rounders that I use the Pierce extension to go to 12s. Like as I stated in the conversion barrel thing, there's really no reason to get really something like this unless you're just kind of weird and trying to be like esoteric or eccentric. So here we go. Oh, wow. I really should have sighted these in better. I got one in the black, one in the white, and I think I shot the rest low. So now we'll go with a full-size mag that has a +2 extension on it that I didn't fill up. That was a 4.17 with a 1.63, or 4.77 with a 1.63 first shot. Okay, I got, looks like 2 in the black. Oh yeah, I got 3 total. And I put a lot low. I am really over anticipating on this thing for some stupid reason. All right. Kick these mags out of the way a bit. All right, let's go for one more and then we'll do steel just for funsies. Still shooting a bit low. I am dog crap with this gun. I don't know why I'm trying not to swear. Like, I don't make these to be family friendly or child friendly. So yeah, definitely not great. But I will say this with 40 Smith & Wesson is exponentially more tameable than like the Shield I have in 40. And we'll go for steel just for funsies. Okay, I got 5 out of 6 on that one. All right. We'll do, put up one more target. Do one more set for the dagger. Actually, I could probably do a final thoughts on that Zulizzi, which it turns out the issue was what I thought it was, and it was me. Yeah, I keep looking down at my phone on my chest rig to make sure this is on. Just want the one target. Oh, good Lord. Sorry about the sniffles. Thought I was over this stuff, but apparently the thing that kicked my ass on Sunday hasn't fully left. That, or since it's getting to nicer weather here in Michigan, could always be the whole thing messing with my allergies. And I meant to, shit. Ugh, I meant to lock this in place because after this, I'm gonna do 3 mags with just the 6 rounds, and then we're just gonna work on a bill drill where I actually have to count. I mean, actually, you know what? No, we'll do the ETS mag first, and we're gonna throw 10 in there and see how I can do with 10 rounds. It's 5. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so screw it. The other Glock mag, instead of getting 6, is going to get 8. Yeah, so far I will say for a dagger lower that I threw this cheap budget rechargeable light on for funsies, because I am kind of a budget whore. So 10 rounds, and we're going to see how well we do. Oh, I accidentally put 11 in there. So 11 with a first shot of 1.59, total time of 7.43. And unless I threw one, I got one on the line, so Let's see what we can see here. Hopefully this is coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I threw the 11th one. But that's not bad. I could probably use to move a bit closer until I could put it in just like the 9 in bullseye areas. And that, because that's the whole thing with what Vickers was saying, Mr. Larry Vickers, was, you know, you start with the 10 rounds. If you can't do it at 10 yards, move in until it's in there, then slowly move back, and as your group will, you know, widens out, because if you're getting further away, you actually focus on there until the group narrows back in, and then you widen back, and then you move back, and so on and so forth. I definitely threw one low. That was a 4.05 with a 1.39 first. So I got to get that presentation better. That one was way better. All right, and since we're on the last round, I guess I could also say this is going to be the final thing for the pour by optics. On this one, I'm going to focus on something else. Again, with the Zulizzies, I've been having really good luck, so I still have a couple of their other ones I want to try, but I have been liking them for a budget-oriented optic that you could use as a home defense, self-defense type thing. I don't know how well it would work for competition. I've been having good luck with Zulizzi. Got the Oak C, the other one that I did on the Shield. So for this last 17 to 19 rounds, we're just going to screw around a bit. We're actually going to step a bit further back and just see what we could do. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. I still miss them because I was not letting it go to a full return to zero. Shot some a little low. Was fighting with it, but overall, for doing the whole thing, again, while by so many people's standards, this is not an amazing group. It's like technically 7 to 8 inches. By any standard of self-defense, since I'm shooting at about 10 yards, it's not bad. Like I said, it's not great, but it's not terrible. But I'm going to call it there. I'm going to say flat out for a budget optic, the Zulizzi's been pretty good. I know it's got well over 1,000 rounds through it, and I'm still getting occasional bullseyes. That's more on blind luck than my accuracy as a shooter. Throw these away and put this stuff down before I sign off. So, you know, you don't always have to do the moving drills. You don't always have to shoot still. You don't always have to have an IDPA, USPSA target. You can just get some bullseye targets and get a shot timer. And if you're like, I don't want to spend $100-something on a shot timer. Okay, I have no idea how to get the one to work or to download it onto my iWatch thing, because, well, it's whatever. It doesn't have any Wi-Fi or what that. They do make, there are apps for a shot timer for your cell phone, so there's really no excuse not to use a shot timer. So if you can be legally armed, be legally armed, get out and train, do some drills. If you feel you need it, besides doing actual drills, vet the courses you're going to go through first. and go through that, because from what I've been seeing, there are people that are putting like 2 days worth of material into a 5-day course just because they do a lot of malfunction drills, which you can do those on your own. So yeah, that's really all I got. So far, like I said, I'm surprisingly not hating this this hinge trigger. I'm still probably going to change it to a Serpico. I don't know which one yet. But like I said, if you can be legally armed, be legally armed. Get out, shoot. Don't just shoot slow fire at 7 yards. Give yourself some distance, some time. Give yourself some actual train, like actually put forth some actual drills. And like I said, if you don't feel that you have enough to do on your own, pick up a class, hit a competition. I still want to do that myself. So have a good one, folks. And yeah, hope you have a great week. Bye.